Hello everyone, it's Allison from Determined to Shine. Welcome, welcome. I am super excited that you are here. At Determined to Shine, we use the magic formula of creativity, spiritual connection, and community to bring forth joy in our lives, especially in hard times. And I am very excited today to bring to you a first look at Penelope's Tarot by Sam West. If there were ever a deck for hard times, this is the one. In fact, if I flip the box over, it says right on the back, "May this deck help you find hope and joy, even in the darkest of times." This is my first look at the deck. I removed the plastic wrap just because we know how well that goes on camera. But otherwise, you will be getting my first impressions. I received this deck from a Kickstarter. I've actually had it for a little while, and it's just been sitting waiting for a special day because it feels like a very special deck. I'm going to read to you what Sam said about this deck and why she created it, because I think it's just really important to understand kind of the background of this deck and why it's so special and so powerful. So Sam says on her website, "Penelope's Tarot deck is my third tarot deck project, and it is the one closest to my heart. This is a project I took on during my pregnancy with my daughter. As soon as I found out I was expecting a girl, I knew I wanted to play with the ideas of femininity and what it means to be a girl. I played with feminine stereotypes, and the deck grew from there. Being pregnant during the COVID-19 pandemic has been incredibly scary, and I have struggled a lot with the hope and joy that normally comes with pregnancy, and I wanted to embrace those emotions with this deck. I strongly believe the tarot never tells us all is lost. It always gives us guidance and hope." So I just love that. I think it's so beautiful. So let's dive right in. Beautiful two-part box. And here are the cards. The inside of the box is also super cute. Actually, I should show you both sides. We have a sun and a moon. So I love that. Here are the card backs. This is a really nice matte cardstock. It is 350 GSM for those who follow that sort of thing. And really beautiful blue, kind of turquoisey teal edging. Okay, and it is a 78 card deck, very standard, Rider-Waite inspired, with the suit of pentacles as crystals and swords is daggers. So we'll see that when we get there. But otherwise, let's take a dive in. So we have the Fool, which is, of course, a little baby girl. The Magician. I love this Magician. And I love that the hair color here is kind of ambiguous here as well on the High Priestess, which is next, because I love it when, you know, it's easier to see ourselves in a deck when kind of artistic license is taken with hair color and skin color, of course, as well, right? Here's our Empress and the Emperor with roses in the beard. Love that. Oh, I love this Hierophant. The Lovers. Really neat take on this card. Chariot. It's really fun. I love the simplicity of this deck. Oh, I love this Strength card. Look at the little kitty cat. I love all of Sam's decks. This, as I mentioned when I read her statement, this is her third deck. She also made the Marble Moon Tarot and the Cosmic CUNT Tarot, which is another very empowering deck, and I'm just a big fan of all of them. Justice. This Hanged is awesome. This might be one of my favorite hanged man woman cards I've seen. I love the hearts here and the suspension. Right, because she is stuck, but she could also like flip up and free herself at any moment. Death. This card is one of the ones that gets the most attention. Like the deck came with a print of this card. I think that was just for Kickstarter though. But really beautiful. Temperance. Love it. Love this Devil. So of course I'm an Aries, so anything with horns, right? Tower. Oh, this reminds me of the house from, did you guys ever read the book or see that awful movie, The Flowers in the Attic, the V.C. Andrews. I feel like this is the V.C. Andrews house, or like part of it, because that was obviously a mansion, but I just feel like, I don't know. Okay, that's a whole tangent. But anyway, that was my first thought. The star and the moon, of course, which we saw in the box, as well as the sun. Love these sun and moon cards. These would be awesome for altar card pieces as well, or any kind of spell work if that's your jam. Judgment and the world. Oh, what a beautiful world card. I feel like there's a really like solid peacefulness in this, which I really like. Just that, you know, the world is of course a completion as well as a beginning. And I feel like so often it's like big and jubilant, and that's great. But I also just like the contentedness, I guess, that I feel from this card. It's really powerful. All right, so we are going into our crystals suit, which is, of course, the Pentacles or Earth suit. So there is our Ace and our 2. 3, love that. Oh, I love this 4. Apologies if you can hear a puppy yipping. It's actually my friend's dog. You will know him as the creator of the Dog Pee Tarot if you have watched any of my videos with that deck, which is, of course, actually the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, which he chose to bless in a very special way. Anyway, moving along. 5 of crystals and the 6. You guys know me. I'm just going to say it like it is, right? That's an interesting 6. Love the 7. That's, you know, it's really beautiful. These are more Pip-like. Of course, that's what we see sometimes in full illustrated decks as well. And I really like those. Loving this 9. This has like some Cinderella vibes to me, like after the ball, but still with the little bird. And the 10 of crystals. Happy family. Love it. Our page. Oh man, I am loving this Knight of Crystals. Like, I am here for this card. Awesome. Queen. And our king. And the king is a bit gender ambiguous, which I appreciate, of course, in decks. I think we need to be doing more and more to be mindful of things like that. So like I said, I love it when everyone can find themselves in a deck. All right, moving along to the cups. Here's our ace. 2 of cups, love this. What a great like partnership, friendship, romance, any kind of love relationship that you feel for another person is really represented here. And I really like that. 3, 4. Oh, this is a really neat take on the 5. I love the kind of veil over her eyes. Literally. 6 of Cups, of course, that's one of my favorites. I call it the alley card. And it feels like that. Just like, I love that little girl energy, nostalgia, childhood that always comes forth in the 6 of Cups. That's such a, just the innocence and happiness of the 6 of Cups it's just one of my favorite cards. And it's just kind of how I live, better or worse. Like, I was talking to friends last night about how I always believe everyone's good. Okay, so 7 of Cups. We have, of course, all our choices here in our cups. I love this. I love the rainbow. I love the crystal. I love snake. I love this bow that makes me think of Minnie Mouse, because of course it does. Awesome. 8 of Cups. Here's our 9. And the 10. And then, of course, into our court cards. Love this Page of Cups. Totally here for it. Knight. Queen of Cups. This is awesome. Like, I wish to be this Queen of Cups right now. She is having a relaxing day. And our king. Love it. And I love everything about this deck. I love the colors. I love just the tone, the mood. I don't know. It's great. Okay. Ace of Daggers. So, of course, these are our swords. Our 2. 3 of daggers, very traditional presentation. 4. Ooh, I love this 5. Like, don't mess with that girl. She is coming for you. 6, little boat. Ooh, I love this 7. A little bit different portrayal, but I don't know, I love this like beauty queen aspect that's going on here. And then of course we all know I have to pay attention to my 8, 9, 10. So there's our 8. Oh, this 9 is powerful. Like you can feel the anxiety there. And a very, very intense 10. That is really intense. If there were ever a 10 of swords to make you go, ooh, that's it. Ooh, okay. Here's our court card. So our page, knight, love her. Loving the knights in this deck. Queen of swords, queen of daggers, of course. She is here to take no shit from anyone. And our king. And lastly, our wands. So here's the ace. 2, loving that. It's almost like a big energetic jump rope though, right? Okay. I don't know why I said that. It's just funny. But no, I love the energy here in the 2, 3, 4 of wands, 5. Here's our 6. I really like this figure. 7. Very traditional 8. Lots of movement. 9 of wands. And our 10. Loving it. All right, here's our page. Love her. Again, I just really like the pages in this deck. The knight. Queen of wands. Love her. And our king. So that is Penelope's Tarot. I'm really just loving the vibe of this deck. I totally get how it is such a great deck for hope and healing. Yeah, it's such a great deck for hope in the darkest of times. I think that Sam really just put this together beautifully. I think it's such a gift to the world, and I think it's such a shining example of how when we use our creativity to enhance our spiritual connection and explore what we're feeling. Again, this deck was born from Sam's emotions during pregnancy with her daughter, and this deck is ultimately a gift to her daughter and to all of us, and I just think that's really a beautiful thing. So, you know, as much as this deck can bring you all kinds of messages for your own hope and joy, I think it's also a message to be creative and take your pain and your anxiety and your confusion and transform it into what sets you on fire, and go forth into the world and be creative and shine, and you know how that goes. So I will end this video with, of course, a thank you to Sam for such a beautiful deck. I loved backing this on Kickstarter. As I mentioned, I have all of Sam's decks. They're all really different, and they're all really powerful, and definitely help me embrace the many aspects of just my life and my experience in the world as a woman. So I super appreciate that. And a message to all of you: if you are dealing with darkness at the moment, remember that it is temporary, that light will always come, and that better are on the way. You are safe, you are loved, and all will be well. I will see you in the next video. Until then, may you always be determined to shine. And of course, if you liked this video, do all the YouTube things. Subscribe, leave me a comment, click the like button, click that little bell, and get notified when I put out new content. Thanks so much for being here, and have an amazing day, friends. Love you.